Hey everybody, my name is Caleb and I am a high school band director. If you're new to the channel, I like to make videos about band, whether it's high school band, college band, wind ensemble. I also make videos about getting ready for college, and every now and then I'll even make a video about personal finance. So if you find yourself looking around the channel and you find a couple videos that you like, feel free to subscribe and let me know. You're watching The Future Millionaire Band Director. Today's video is inspired by a question that I got on my video, Day in the Life of a High School Band Director. Haley asks, how did you know that you wanted to be a band director? And I think that this is an interesting story, so today's video is going to be about how I realized that I want to become a band director. The story for me really starts in 2000 when I was in 5th grade, getting ready to go into 6th grade, and my mom told me that I had to do 1 year of middle school band. And I did not want to do band. I did not want to do band at all because I thought it was lame and super nerdy. I mean, having said that, I wanted to be in theater, so one nerdy thing for the other, I suppose. But I found myself as a 6th grader a couple months later in middle school band starting out on trumpet. And I ended up actually really being halfway decent on the trumpet, and I ended up actually liking band, like a lot. And I realized that I liked band because I had a middle school band director who made band really, really fun. And as middle school went on, I became more and more obsessed with band. Practicing every day, getting first chair, working on my region music. I had to be the best, and I was in the band hall all the time, like all the time. And I'm sure a lot of you are like this. I would get to school early so I could practice in the morning, and I would stay after school so I could practice in the afternoon. And the first time that I ever thought about being a band director was when I was in probably 7th or 8th grade, and I was outside the band hall one morning, and there was all of my friends. There was like a dozen of us just waiting for the band hall to be unlocked. And I remember seeing our teacher drive up, park her car, and we as like a gang of students like mobbed her because we were so excited that she was there so she could open the band hall so we could go practice. And I remember thinking, like, as I was walking in, like, what a feeling this must be, like being a rock star when you show up to school and like so many people are so excited that you're at school, because that means that you can open up the band hall and that all the kids can go in and practice because they love practicing so much. It was the first time that I ever thought that like being a band director would be cool. Bonus points because she made band fun and she was like super nerdy just like us, and she made dumb jokes, and this teacher was so influential in my life that I wanted to be like her. I wanted to have fun with the kids. I wanted to make people really, really enjoy band. But I knew that I was in middle school, and so I just kind of put that thought in the back of my brain because I'll figure out what I want to do later. Well, fast forward to high school, and it's the same sort of thing. I'm still getting to school early so I can practice, and I'm still staying after school late so I can practice, and my obsession is becoming a little more intense, and I'm becoming more competitive, and I'm becoming more serious, and I'm thinking, like, I want to try and make the all-state band. And I remember thinking, man, there's a high school director here too, and he has to open up the band hall every day. Well, that's kind of cool. Like, it's the same idea. They unlock the band hall, the kids come in and practice, except the music for like high school band is like way more interesting. It's way more fun. Maybe I could be a high school band director. And I kind of put that thought in the back of my head, and it kind of went away until my junior or senior year. And one day I remember walking into the band hall, and I remember thinking with this exact tone as I'm walking through the band hall doors, well, I guess I'm going to be a band director. And that was it. There was no major eureka moment. I just remember thinking I loved band. I liked band. I liked playing my instrument. I liked the idea of making other kids like band. And it was just like, okay, this makes sense. This is what I should do. So I find myself in college now studying at North Texas, studying to become a band director for my music education undergrad. And I get there, and it was not nearly as enjoyable as high school was because everyone else was good. Everyone was so good, and they were better than you, and you had to practice more than just your instrument. You had to practice piano and sight singing, and I had to study music history, and there were multiple times in college where I almost quit because I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up. And I remember every time I almost quit, I would think, well, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't envision myself doing business. I like band too much. I can't envision myself studying law. I like music too much. I can't envision myself not playing my instrument. I can't envision myself not being around music every day. So I buckled up and I figured it out. I figured out how to practice. I figured out how to make it through my music undergrad. And there I was. I finished college and I was now a band director. And I'll be darned if I didn't get a middle school job and I didn't get to create the same environment that I was once a part of, where where the band director would come to school and unlock the doors and everybody would be super happy that the band hall was unlocked. And I got that. I was a middle school director. And for a couple of years, I was at this middle school and I would unlock the doors every morning and the kids would go into the band hall and practice. Well, eventually I made my way to grad school, and grad school kicked my butt. I mean, it really kicked my butt. I was not good enough. I couldn't keep up. I wasn't smart enough. There were people that were better than me. And I remember it was so bad that I scheduled a meeting to go to the business school, and I was going to change, and I was going to get an MBA and leave music altogether and study business. And as I was walking to the business building for my meeting to meet with an advisor, I remember thinking, what am I going to do? Like, what? I like band. I love band. I like band music. I like playing in a band. I like teaching a band. I like being around kids who like band. I like making kids like band. And I couldn't do it. I got to the door of the building and I left. I got to the edge. I literally got to the edge of quitting and leaving. But I just didn't know what else I was going to do. And I think ultimately, as I look back and now I get ready to look forward, I just don't know what I would do if I wasn't teaching band. I like band. I like wind band and concert band. I even now like marching band and drum corps. I like playing my instrument. I like teaching band. I just really like the music. And so for all of you people out there who are wondering if you should be a band director, you got to ask yourself, first and foremost, do you really, really enjoy like the band medium? I would much rather play band music than orchestra music, and most of my friends know that. So it's not like I just like really like music, like I specifically like band music. And then when it comes to being a teacher, like you gotta ask yourself if you really enjoy making other people like the things that you like. And there's plenty of my friends out there who are musicians and don't enjoy teaching at all, and that's fine. And there's plenty of my friends who like teaching but don't like music. But if you're gonna be a band director, and if you wanna decide if you wanna be a band director, you gotta ask yourself, do you really, really like band? And do you really, really like making other people like band? And for me, the answer is absolutely yes. I think what it all boils down to is I became a band director because I didn't want to quit. I got to the end of high school and I didn't want to quit. I got to a tough point in college and I didn't want to quit. And I got to a tough point in grad school and I didn't want to quit. I like band and I like making other people like band too. So that's it in a very brief way. Also, if you're still here and you made it to the very end of the video, I made my new logo, not that it matters. So let me know what you think of the new logo, because the people that make it to the end of the video are the super fans. So having said that, I will be making a new like intro and some new graphics and all that new stuff, because I'm now the future millionaire band director as I take this channel in a more band oriented direction. So as always, if you have any ideas for videos or if you have any comments or questions, be sure to let me know. And as always, thanks for watching.